Welcome back to Varsity Spotlight. One of the best football players this season at the Queen City is Brody Keefe from Myers Park.
Absolutely. The future Duke Blue Devil has been establishing himself as one of the top tier receivers in our area, and he is this week's Varsity Spotlight feature athlete.
My name is Brody Keefe. I'm a senior at Myers Park High School. I would say I've always wanted to play wide receiver, yes, but it started out, I was a running back all through middle school, and then I ended up breaking my ankle, which I then played receiver ever since then, and it's been honestly the best decision I've made so far. I was born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina. I moved when I was in second grade. I have an older brother and sister. Me and my brother, I would say, are the closest. We do everything together, really sports related the most. But my sister, she lives at home right now, so I'm always seeing her every day.
So we have a 24-year-old daughter, Riley, and then Graylin is our middle child. He's 22, and then Brody's the baby at 18.
My brother, he played soccer collegiately for a year, and then my sister, she played basketball throughout high school. She graduated from App State. My brother's enrolled at App State right now. I started playing football in 5th grade at a little Pop Warner place. Got into it in middle school, played all 3 years. Got a major injury my 8th grade year. Then came back freshman year, and I transferred to Myers Park my sophomore year. Been here ever since.
Myers Park has been just a blessing for us. We moved here when he was in 10th grade, very unsure. We literally packed up and sold our house on a whim and moved into the area so that he could play here for these coaches. He had already put in all the work and had gotten some offers. Coming here, he was taking it to the next level by playing for some really excellent coaches. They were going to get him ready for the next level, and we were sure of that.
Yeah, my coach, he's one of the best dudes. It's a big part of why I came here. He's a big mentor on and off the field. He's just a really great all-around dude. Become a big part of my life.
When we met Coach James, it just clicked. He loves fiercely, not just Brody, all the kids.
So the first time I met Brody was right after he transferred in, and I mean, obviously you see it with his stature, and you know that jumps out at you. But you know, as a coach, I'm one. Well, I got to see it for myself. You know, I got to see if he's as good as advertised. I got to see if he has the potential from what I've heard. And you know, his first day on the field, you're like, okay, yeah, this is the real deal. He's just different. You know, that's kind of been over the last 3.5 years. That's kind of been my conversation with college coaches. Good players are just different. That's just what it is. The Jordans, the LeBrons, the Tom Bradys, I'm sure their coaches said the same thing. There's just something different about them in comparison to their teammates.
Oh, I went to a camp my sophomore year, went to Ohio State. It was kind of just a last-minute thing. We just flew up there, went to the camp, didn't really think anything of it.
After Brody had gotten a couple of offers, we sat down with one of his training coaches out at RoPro and went over what his goals are. And his top goal was to get an offer from Ohio State. So we decided, why not, on a whim, let's just book a flight. And we flew up to Columbus.
And they invited me to a private workout with the receiver coach, which was like insane to me that I was doing that at the time. And then as the camp goes on, we're doing routes on air, stuff like that.
So I'm in the end zone. I'm watching, they were doing routes on air, and Tavion St. Clair was the quarterback.
He threw a ball to me. It was a little overthrown.
He just launched a ball into the end zone, and I'm watching Brody, and I'm so nervous.
And so I went up and grabbed it like that with one hand. Brody
just goes up and one-hands it, and it was insane. Everybody went crazy. I looked down, and like Coach Day is down there, Coach Hartline was down there. It was a big moment.
Yeah, I saw the Ohio catch. I mean, superstar. You have to kind of be in awe at times when you see a kid like that make a play like that. But to be able to see him do it on that level, at that school, with that kind of competition is kind of cool. Something he can always remember.
I think that really set the tone for me, like got me locked in.
And then at the end, they called us back. I remember he said, we need you guys to come inside for a minute. And so we came inside, and Coach Day was standing there, and He sat us on the couch and gave Brody an offer, and that was that.
Brody is he's a guy. When you see a dude, you know a dude. He's a guy. I know for a fact when coaches are game planning for us, there's like 1 or 2 players that you star to say, hey, we gotta make sure we know where this guy is at all times. If they don't do it, they're crazy, but I would be willing to bet every school that we play, they put a star by his name.
Childhood dreams always been playing in the NFL, provide for my family because they've gotten me to where I'm at today. Definitely professional has always been my dream. I'm
really just thankful for all of the experiences, whether he plays his last game this year or whether he continues to play into the NFL, which is our hope. That's it. I mean, he's a good human.
So I committed to Duke in June. I built a really good connection with all the coaches on the staff, specifically the receiver coach. I connected with him really well. I mean, he made the decision pretty easy for me. Been one of the best decisions I've made so far.
I think it's been just an absolute privilege to watch you grow. You make our house happy and you keep us all laughing. I'm so, so proud of what you do with football.
My name is Brody Keefe, and this is my Varsity Spotlight.
Okay, we get to see Brody in just a couple minutes in our game of the week. I'm sure Coach Baker and the Huff defense will kind of focus on him.
You have to. Like we said, he's our varsity spotlight this week, but it's almost been so every week. We've said his name every single week.
Every Friday night on the Blitz.
Yep.
All right, so if you have a great story to tell like that, or you know someone who does, make sure you reach out to us at WCCBcharlotte.com or make sure you hit us up on our social media.
All right, coming up next, it's state tournament time for volleyball, and straight ahead we'll show you some action from the early rounds of the playoffs. More Varsity Spotlight after this.